The successor to Dead Space is here, the Callisto Protocol. Am I pronouncing that right? The Callisto? I think so. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like I've heard it said like 1,000 times and I still pronounce it wrong. Anyways, in this quick review, I'm going to go over the story and gameplay and my general thoughts on the game. No spoilers, of course. So let's jump right into it. Developed by Striking Distance Studios and published by Crafton, it was released a few days ago, in all honesty, and it is directed by Glenn Scottfield, who had previously co-directed the Dead Space series. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the story has a stock cast with Josh Duhamel, Karen Fukuhara, and Sam Whitaker, which, in all honesty, was a surprise. I didn't know he was in the game, but I love Sam Whitaker. Of course, I'm going to take more Sam. Why not? The plot is basically, it's 2320, you play as Jacob Lee, and basically, you end up in this prison. It's called the Black Iron Prison, and things go from very bad to just awful, in all honesty. And it's just your basic outbreak, the zombies, we gotta escape. That's it. That's really the story. It left a lot to be desired, if I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, gameplay was interesting. It definitely felt like it wanted you to rely heavily on the melee combat. It has a whole system for it with dodging and everything like that, and the baton was extremely fun to use, and I upgraded it almost immediately to level 3 damage. But halfway through the game, I noticed that you did need guns. You did need to use them, and it just felt really weird because it was like I just spent all this time upgrading the baton, and I stopped really using it because guns became like the primary thing. But then guns weren't really that good, even though I would upgrade them. They were still kind of bad. Enemies felt kind of spongy. Don't get me wrong, combat was fun. It just felt spongy and repetitive after a while. So if you're afraid of that, it is gonna happen. At least it did happen for me. I did like that there was no nav system like Dead Space. It bothered me for a second because I would get lost, but in all honesty, it encouraged me to listen, pay attention, and explore the world around me. And I ended up finding a lot of secrets and almost a lot of the collectibles. Do I think that this is a good horror game? That is the hard question. I say that off of the fact as in my video on horror games, I talked about how I hate jump scares. I hate that that has become the thing for horror games, that there are jump scares. And this game has a bit of those. And each of them, at least for me, were extremely predictable. None of them got me at all. It was a little disappointing. When you're in Black Iron and during the first hour during the outbreak, it's very eerie. You can hear prisoners screaming. You hear the zombies, monsters crawling all over the place. At some point, they show you one going into the vent and then crawling around, and later the game has them pop out of the vents. But then what's so interesting about it is you can actually hear an enemy coming up behind you sometimes in the vent, and they'll pop out so you can follow the sound. But then what's also neat about it is sometimes that sound plays and then no enemy comes. So you get conditioned to hear that sound and go, where are they coming from? It's very eerie. But once you get out of the prison, it's that feeling is gone. And then another thing about the prison was just done so well, I guess. It was eerie, it was dark, it was a little spooky. Inside the prison, it was very bright, it was very open, and it didn't have the same impact. So I scare factor, eerie, yeah, but not it didn't really make me jump. Overall, I had fun playing the game, and at the end of the day, I guess that is what matters when you're spending about $60-$70 on a game. But yeah, I did have fun. I went in with no expectations. I feel like a lot of people went in with the expectation that this is Dead Space. This is gonna be like Dead Space. Oh, Dead Space. It's not Dead Space. Don't call it Dead Space. This is its own thing. I feel like a lot of people are hating on it because they want it to be Dead Space, and it's not. Sorry that it's not. I know. But just wait for the Dead Space remaster. I know I'm gonna play it. If I had to give it an honest score, I'd give it a 6.8 out of 10. It's not bad, but it also could have did a lot more. Well, I hope this quick review helped you in any way, and if it did, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.